Howdy Simmers! Today could possibly be one of the biggest days in the history of The Sims 4. Back in October, The Sims teased a big update for babies at their Behind the Sims Summit livestream. In that stream, they showed a baby outside of the bassinet that we all know and hate, and the baby was crawling around, it fell over, and then a Sim came over and picked the baby up. Originally, we thought that babies were going to be permanently free from their bassinets, but we later learned that what we actually saw was a new life stage called infants, which is going to be added between babies now being called newborns and toddlers. And for anyone new to The Sims 4 who has never had their Sims have a baby, this is the bassinet I'm talking about. We have a few different variants of bassinets that you can automatically get depending on what occult type your baby is, if any. We have this one for vampires, this one for spellcasters, this one for werewolves, so many bassinets. I know not everyone is excited for this update, but being a family player, I'm really hyped. And so I figured I'd go over my very small list of things I want regarding infants, whether the update does drop today or if it won't be out until March. For the record, the list isn't small because there isn't much that I want. It's small because I literally struggled to come up with things. I don't have much experience with babies. Regarding just infants, I would love to see bathtubs for sinks. I think I saw something on Twitter a while ago talking about some sort of bug where Sims were bathing their toddlers in the sinks. It was apparently removed some time ago, but I would love to see that make a return for infants and have like actual bathtub objects that you could put in the sinks. Maybe some kind of thing where you would actually be able to set a sink as like a dedicated baby infant bathing area. I don't know. I'd also really like for us to have teeth options for infants. In Create a Sim, we have teeth options for our Sims. We could give them teeth with a gap, gold teeth, teeth with braces, etc. Assuming we can access the infants in CAS, I'd love to be able to have something like that available as well. But only with options like a single tooth on the top or bottom, or 2 teeth on the bottom and 1 tooth on the top. They could maybe even implement some kind of teeth growing system into the game. I don't know if anyone would actually be interested in that, but it's an interesting concept. Hair links could be cool as well, as long as they're not like super long. Some babies are born with hair, believe it or not. Obviously, infants aren't going to have like Ariana Grande hair, not without the help of custom content. I'd really like to see them add some short hairs that we can put on our infants. I feel like being able to customize infants would be a huge thing, because with how babies are at the moment, we can't really do anything with them. All their faces look exactly the same. Lastly, I'd like the ability to change their diaper color. There is a chance that we won't get to have any customization of them, and if that's the case, I would at least like to be able to change the color of their diaper, or even have it be a random thing where like there's a chance that your infant could wear a purple diaper or a green diaper. Just something to make them somewhat unique. Infants coming to the game could also be a good way for toddlers to get some things, given that they're not that far apart in age. Regarding infants and toddlers, I think it would be cool for them to add actual baby food and baby bottles to the game. Toddlers right now can eat things like chicken nuggets and popcorn mix, but infants can't really consume that sort of stuff without choking on it. So I think it would be great for them to add actual baby food to the game, as well as baby bottles. Toddlers in The Sims 2, and I think in The Sims 3, had bottles. And while I know the toddlers in Sims 4 are older, I think it'd be fine for them to drink from bottles. This next one I'm not 100% sure on, but babies using high chairs. Like I said previously, I don't have experience with babies, so I don't know at what point they actually can sit in high chairs. But if The Sims makes it so that infants can actually use the high chairs that are in game, I think that could be interesting. It could also be a good time to bring in more variants of high chairs, ones that are maybe more suited for infants than toddlers. I don't know. Let me know what you think of that one, because I'm not 100% sure about it. I also think it's the perfect time to add binkies to the game. When toddlers came out, I saw a lot of binky CC being made, and I think this update would be the perfect time to add them to the game officially. Both infants and toddlers could be able to use binkies, or to at least have them available as an accessory in Create a Sim. And of course, I can't forget about cribs. I remember how upset some people were when we got toddlers and no cribs. Obviously, we have the toddler beds, but those aren't the same. I actually have some crib CC in my game that I use, and I love it. But it would be nice to actually have it in the game, since not everyone can use CC. But in real life, infants and toddlers are both in their cribs for a lot of their early life, and I think it would be cool for them to add them after having toddlers for so long. I also have a few interaction ideas, but some of them require packs. Regarding interactions, it would be cool if children through Elder Sims could rock infants in the rocking chair. We got a few variants of rocking chairs that came with the nifty knitting stuff pack, and even toddlers have a few interactions with them. See, like the toddler can just rock back and forth in the rocking chair. It was raining in my game. With infants being able to be picked up, I think it would be both cool and cute for Sims to be able to rock infants while sitting in the rocking chair. I'd really like for an interaction like that to be available to children as well, not just teens through elders. Frankly, I think child Sims in The Sims 4 need more interactions. And this could be perfect. This isn't really an interaction, but I'd love for Sims to be able to have baby showers. The chance of us getting a new event like this is extremely low, but with us actually being able to do more stuff with babies, I think it'd be a good time to add in something like this. I also can't remember the last time we actually got a new event added to the game, so now could be perfect. Imagine hosting a baby shower though, and Sims being gifted like cribs and binkies and like a case of diapers or something. I don't know. I think it'd be fun, and it would add a bit more realism to the game. I would love for infants to have interactions with pets. Obviously, infants and pets can't do too much together, but a few small interactions like cuddling or something could be a nice touch. I'm not expecting there to really be any interactions between pets and infants, and if there were any added, I wouldn't expect them to be anything big, like taking them for a walk or training them to not pee in the house. The infant has to learn how to do those things for itself first. Lastly, I'd love for kids and toddlers to have interactions with infants. Siblings do tend to interact with each other, both in real life and in the game, but just because infants are little doesn't mean they deserve to not interact with their siblings. And like I said before, I think that kids are in need of more interactions in the game. And would it not be the cutest thing in the world to see how a toddler reacts to their baby siblings? But there we go. That is my short list of wants for the infants update. Let me know in the comments what your wants are regarding infants, and let me know if you agree with any of my wants as well. If you do like Sims videos, I do post a lot of Sims news, and I have a legacy series going on, and sometimes I'll post like builds and cast challenges, so if you're interested in any of those, definitely consider subscribing, because I post a lot of Sims related things on this channel. But with that, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss anything. Be sure to follow my socials, links are below. I'll see y'all soon. Bye!